Hi. I have to sneeze. I want to sneeze. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about hope. I know that it's just a broad statement just to say that. It could literally mean anything. What I mean about I want to talk about hope is, sometimes when you try to explain something to someone or like a dream, this happens to me so often where I try to tell someone about like a movie reference, and I'm like, oh, like Ice Princess or like whatever, and they have no fucking idea what I'm talking about, just like stuff like that, and I'm just like, you know what, forget about it, and I kind of just like lose hope to just explain it or that they'll ever get it at all. I'm not talking about hope just in like movie reference spectrum either. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. Like, I just have to put my hair up. Because stuff like that can go in like so many different directions, you know what I'm saying? People can talk about certain things and try to explain, see it from their perspective, whatever. And then after a while, if they keep arguing, keep not wanting to like take your side on it, then it's like you kind of lose hope a little bit, You lose hope for like in that topic with that person. I mean, for me personally, I don't lose hope specifically in the person. I think everyone can like change, everyone can make a difference, but there comes a point where you kind of just lose hope, period. I personally have been through that too, where I just lost all fucking hope, and I just thought that, what's the point at all? No one's gonna listen to me, no one's gonna like take me seriously, I guess. It's annoying considering how young I am that people don't want to take into consideration what I have. It's like such a stupid thing. The age gap or like the age difference between you and like whoever you're talking to, it doesn't play a role, but it somehow plays some sort of role in their eyes because they lived longer or have had more life experience, which still doesn't make any sense how they can think a certain way if they've had more life experience and they're like, oh, trust me, I know, like, blah, blah, blah. I was there when this happened, when that happened, blah, blah, blah. Like, for me personally, like, I love history. I love political science. It's so interesting to me. And even though I have always thought pretty, like, in a very, like, equality matters sort of sense my entire life, I still want to educate myself. I still want to learn every single day as much as I can because it fucking matters. I'm a history major right now. I know a lot about it because it's literally what I'm going to school for. So nothing grinds my fucking gears more than when people try to educate me about history and then still take the racist, sexist, homophobic side of it. Like, I'm sorry, 3 words I just had to say. Like, it just makes no freaking sense how people who are older can still think a certain way about something and tell me that I'm not old enough and I haven't lived long enough to know, yet I educate myself every fucking day about this stuff. I was talking the other day about how after a certain age, if you get into an argument with someone about whatever, racism, sexism, homophobia, whatever, they're just still not getting it, and they're still kind of like, I just don't see the reason for like this. I don't see how someone could be like that, think like that. It's wrong, it's whatever. Past the age of like 35-ish, it's kind of like you lose hope a little bit, When it's like you're that much older, you freaking pick up a history book and like see how these people were like oppressed and discriminated against, but like, oh, I'm 19, so like I wouldn't know. Okay, I'm sorry for the change in location. One thing that like I kind of learned with being a history major, or even I don't know, I feel like this is a pretty common thing, but who even knows what's common and what's not nowadays? Everyone just thinks differently. I've kind of learned that, you know, we're living in history every single day. Everything that we do, you know, makes some sort of difference, you know, like even if we don't think about voting to raise gas prices or whatever, like that's gonna be in history books. Like stuff, like little things that you wouldn't think about are gonna have an effect in the future. To think that history in the past doesn't matter, first of all, doesn't make any sense at all. You're basically saying that the kids now shouldn't know about anything that's going on right now, or like the future generations shouldn't know anything that's going on in life right now, because the stuff that we're doing now is gonna be in history books later on. To tie this in, I guess, just like stuff like that gets me so worked up, and it doesn't make any sense that to get mad at someone for standing up for equality. I don't even freaking know. Even that sounds like such a general statement that people can get mad at me for. It just sounds like a very generalized, like, well, I'm not against equality and like blah blah blah. And after a while, you have to hear what the other person says, their opinions on certain topics, and you're like, yeah, the fuck you are. You are against equality. I'm sorry, if you're racist, sexist, homophobic, most people that are don't even know it. It's the thing of, if you have to say, oh, I'm not racist, sexist, homophobic, but it's like, don't even bother telling me, because the word but contradicts everything that you said beforehand. It's like, oh my gosh, like I hate saying this because it's just not true. I hate hearing the argument of like, if you don't like having sex with a man, then that means that you haven't had good sex yet. Huh? Like, all the time. It happens all the time. It's just like statements like that like piss me off, because they're backed with no substance and no like facts at all. The thing that bugs me most about people saying that I'm uneducated, it's like weird, because the people that get mad at a certain group of other people for standing up for a different group of people, like the people that get mad at that are mad at people who educate themselves and know facts and have actually done research. Once again, like, this needs to stop being an argument, because it doesn't make any sense at all. But when people use the phrase like, oh, that's just how I was raised argument, like, huh? Hunty, that doesn't make any sense at all. Like, that's a terrible argument. I could be raised to I don't even know what to say. I could be raised to fucking kill every single dog on the street. I'll be like, well, it's okay, because that's just the way I was raised. It's like, huh? It's like, who's raising you? Who's raising these people? What the fuck? Oh my gosh. One time someone told me too, like, oh, did you pay attention to history class? And I just wanted to be like, I'm sorry, did you pay attention to history class? I don't know. I'm just so over people thinking that just because they're older, they're more educated, and that they know better than me, and that their way of thinking is like the best way, is like the way to be. I'm all about people thinking differently. You can think however you want to, but the line is drawn, if the way that you're thinking and the way that you were raised or whatever directly affects other people and puts harm on other things' lives. You know what I'm saying? Or if you were raised to hate oranges, then it's like, okay, like, I don't care. You can be however you want. But if you were raised to freaking bash on other people's religions, then it's like, okay, that's an issue, you know? It's not a thing of like, everyone has to think like me, and like, everyone has to be liberal, and like, blah, blah. Not like that at all. If it directly affects other people's lives and is inhumane, and like, I don't even know, because it doesn't make any sense. Someone asked me the other day why there isn't a straight pride flag, and I literally was like, huh? I was like, I can't tell if you're being serious or not. Like, it's gone to a point, because like stuff like that is just joked about so often, So I was like, there's no way you're actually like, there's no way you're being like for realsies. But like, oh no, they were being for realsies. Also, who the fuck makes comments about other people, like other strangers, and assumes that they're a certain sexuality? Like, what? Where's the connection? It's so far off. It's off the freaking rails, off the walls. Like, we're past the track. It is crashed all the way to the right. It is fallen off a cliff. It don't make any sense at all. Overall, I just want to say that history is all around us. It's being made every day. We need to focus on not trying to tell people what they can or can't do, but focus on telling people that it's okay to be who they are, no matter what. It's okay to love yourself and to just be whoever you want to be. Embrace your sexuality. Embrace, you know, your race, your ethnicity. Embrace the fact that you're a woman. Like, it's okay. And that's why it's like, if it wasn't ever an issue in the past, I mean, if it never was an issue in the past, then it's like, okay, so they probably weren't like discriminated against that much. Have pride in the stuff that you weren't able to have pride in before, is what I'm saying. Okay, sorry for the lack in quality. Just want to end on this note. What the video title is, that I just want to put the message across on my channel that, or even just in life, I guess, that despite what other people say, despite what other people might think, we can't lose hope in ourselves. Because when we lose hope, we're giving up on changing the world. We can't keep going on like this, separating each other from right and wrong, left and right, whatever. Like, we can't keep doing this. And when we lose hope in equality, we're giving up, and we don't need that. So I encourage everyone to just take the higher road and just, you know, basic respect, I guess. And I don't know, I'm just trying to stay hopeful that our world can become the place that we always want it to be. Anyways, thanks for listening, and I love each and every single one of you. Okay. Bye.